Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to BKS1 Radio. It's the Owl Show. It is your girl, Chanel. And we are live right now, of course, with Miss Wonderful Queen B, who is in the studio right now.
Thank you so much.
And we are here. It is Tuesday night. I believe, is this the third Tuesday of January?
If you want it to be.
You know what? Okay.
It's the fourth one.
Is it really? We got 5 in January?
Yes.
Okay. So it's the fourth Tuesday in January.
We weren't here for the first one.
We weren't here for the first one. That's what it is. So it is the fourth Tuesday in January, and we are live. Our show is on right now, and we are rocking. So, of course not, because, you know, that's not what I'm thinking about. It is now. So in the meantime, we are here. And welcome everybody to the show. So Queen B, what's going on with you right now? Did I just put
me
you
on the spot like
okay,
that?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, everything's good. No real complaints. You know, just life stuff. No real complaints.
Okay.
You know, I just want to feel appreciated.
What does that mean, sis? I'm listening.
To whom? My family?
Oh.
Or just friends?
Oh.
Who's that mean to who?
Tell me.
Like
tell me.
No, because you know, sometimes you just work so hard sometimes for family, friends, job, and everything. Yeah. And you kind of feel underappreciated sometimes.
Is that how you feeling now, sis?
Yes.
Is that what 2019
appreciate me, Chanel.
Is? Oh, I do. Is that what 2019 is bringing you right now?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Underappreciation, but it's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
Why is it okay, though? What do you plan on doing about it so that you get the feeling that you need? Sis?
Talk to me. Good question. Could we tap in Dr. Hardy? No. Dr. Hardy, what should I do? It's like, no. No, you know what? Honestly, I don't know if this is like, okay, so the feeling is mine.
Okay.
And maybe Dr. Hardy can elaborate for me.
We're going to get to Dr. Hardy. We didn't even introduce Dr. Hardy yet, but go ahead.
The feeling is mine. I feel underappreciated.
Okay. Isn't that a song?
Is it?
It's like multiple songs, but anyway, go ahead. Yeah, I feel like it is.
So I don't want to hear him now.
No, don't.
I'll be in the car like.
Don't listen to him now.
You know what I mean? But I feel underappreciated, but is that subjective?
To what's going on?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like should I do something about feeling underappreciated, or should somebody should I explain it to somebody and for them to understand?
Will appreciate you. We're gonna ask Dr. Hardy this in a minute.
That's why we need
Dr.
her.
Hardy this in a minute. But in the meantime, you know, we haven't been here in a week.
Yes.
In a week. It's only been a week. But, you know, how else are you feeling besides underappreciated?
Ready to tackle this. You know, we'll be turning 40 this year.
You say that every week.
I'm gonna say it every.
Stop
every
telling
Tuesday.
my age though.
Anywho,
you keep saying we. Like worry about yourself.
No, because we're the same age.
No, but worry about
all
you.
7 of us.
Worry about
we're born in the same year.
Beautiful.
I'm the first birthday, so I'm the oldest. Okay.
Worry about yourself.
Anyway,
though.
we're all turning 40.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Some of us still look like teenagers, but
I don't look like a teenager.
Okay. But anyway, so so I'm doing 40 to 40. I said this last week, but I'm doing 40 to 40. But I want to do a lot. 40 to 40 means for 40 days, I'm going to do some things that I've never done before that I've wanted to do. So starting on March 21st up until April 1st.
Is it March 21st? Is the official day?
Yes, the official day.
Don't shake the table because my phone is messed up.
Official day. Say no. Official day. No, I'm sorry. February 21st. What am I saying? So February 21st. February 21st.
Oh, that's soon.
Yes, it is soon.
Yeah.
So I have selected 40 things to do.
Have you made a list of 40?
No, I really have.
No.
I really have.
Asking, okay.
Yeah, I really have. I've picked chosen 40, and you guys, it's funny because I'm going to actually put them every day on Facebook, and then I don't care. Some things you're gonna laugh at.
Okay.
Some things you're gonna laugh at. Some things are gonna be heartfelt, but some things, I wanted to do. And for 40 days up until April 1st, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I'm excited about that.
Do it.
And then I just want to do like a million other things for the rest of this year because I think this is our transition year, our pivotal year.
Nice turning point.
Definitely a nice turning point, and I want to do some things differently.
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you.
Well, you should, sis.
I haven't. I have not thought about,
because you still trying to be 39.
I just, you know what? Honestly, I haven't thought about birthdays. I haven't thought about goals for this year.
Why?
I don't know.
February 1st is my New Year's because I still had
because you messed up.
No, because I had some 2018 things still lingering.
Some residual.
So February 1st is my new.
No, but I
New
get
Year's.
it. I get that. I just personally, have not thought about it
yet.
You
have to. So I write the vision,
and make it plain.
You know
write
that.
The vision, make it
so
plain.
I write the vision in the beginning of the year.
Right.
So I put my mindset there in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you
should. Yes. So there are certain things that I write down.
You want to get these nails done?
Best friend. Are you calling me out?
No, because I need mine done too.
Underappreciated. So she's looking at my nails like I need them done, sis.
I need mine done too, sis. How about look,
Lucky?
How about we go this weekend?
That's not right. All right. I can't.
You ain't right.
How about we
Do
go?
you see why I feel y'all?
I understand the unappreciated.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm telling her I'm feeling some type of way, Dr. Hardy.
You know why? But I need mine done too, sis. Look.
You should have said you first. Look. Matter of fact, you should have left me out and be like, girl, look, I'm going to take you to get your nails done.
Sis.
You could have left it at
but
your
you know what, sis?
It looks nice.
Exactly.
Sis, I do
but
too.
It's growing out a little bit. That's
sis, I need mine too.
I ain't with you. Dr. Hardy, do you understand now?
I totally understand.
So anyway, 40, I wrote the vision, so there are a lot of things that I want to accomplish this year, and God willing, I will do them.
Right. No,
God willing, I will do them.
Because I'm going to hold you to it.
Yes.
You will.
How about you? Yes.
Like I said,
Yo, she got me in the gym. I'm gonna be honest, because I was going kicking and screaming. Right?
Yeah.
She came to my house. She set me up.
Yeah.
Her and my daughter.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because I was like, she was like, you going to the gym? I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm going to spend time with my daughter, not knowing that my daughter had already told her that she was going to do homework. So she comes busted. She was going to send her son, but she knows if she say Ethan, I was just not coming out the house. Right?
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, nah, Ethan, tell your mom, right? She comes in the house and like, let's go, let's roll. It was a setup. But I went.
That's a sweet.
I went.
Setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Between me finding a church home.
Yes.
Which I've already been to a church already, which I like, and I will definitely be back. Shout out to Lunic. So I've already done that. So besides me finding a church home, getting back into the gym heavy, which I've been doing.
The church home was important.
Church home is definitely
because I actually been pressing her
Nice.
to do that.
Yeah.
She needed to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So you committed to a church home?
Not yet. I have not committed to one, but
I'm
visiting and going out and yeah.
Awesome.
So
at least Sundays are not slipping by you. Sis.
No.
Matter of fact, they don't, because literally we are avid watchers of
Bishop Jakes, tithing and everything.
So yes.
So it's definitely getting the word in my spirit. So I definitely do that, but it's just finding a physical church home. So I'm in the process
because
of doing that.
we got to work and be servants to something.
Yes, of course. Have a ministry.
So yes.
And this is ministry.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is definitely
You're absolutely
ministry.
right.
So, in the process of, doing all of that, but that's just the process of getting back to me with so many things that had gone on in 2018, because there was a lot of setbacks for me personally in 2018 in just so many different areas of my life. So, it
was a doozy, wasn't it?
2018 was definitely
from the beginning,
from day one to day 31 of December.
Yes, to the end.
It was definitely a doozy. So,
and I don't know if y'all know, but because we literally our best friends, we are basically the same blood type. We pray together, we cry together, we do everything together. Literally, all of us.
Yeah.
Was going through something together.
Yeah.
So it just is. It was really hard.
2018 was rough. 2018 was rough.
Yes.
So.
But we here.
We here. We are here, and it is now a new year, and that is one of the reasons why we have the guest that we have in studio with us today, whom we haven't even officially introduced yet, but we definitely want to talk about, just getting your mind right and setting yourself up to have a positive and a productive new year. But in the meantime, like I was saying, Queen B, hopefully that you have been well for the last week, since last Tuesday until today.
Okay, I just want a couple things I do want to get off my chest.
Wait, before we do that. Yeah. Shout out to DJ KT The Voice, who is normally in studio with us this week.
Feel
who's
better.
Not feeling well.
Yes.
We definitely want her to feel better, and we will see her in a couple of weeks. Next week we will have DJ Sassy. He will be in studio with Mr. Dupree Kelly.
Yes.
Do It All from Lords of the Underground, who's going to be in the studio with us next week.
Tune in.
Make sure you tune it in. But what do you want to get off your chest? Go ahead.
Couple things I want to get off really quick. Just some housekeeping.
Before we get into Dr.
Hardy.
Okay.
So, did you hear about the girl who was actually raped on?
Can I just tell you that? Okay.
On the Atlanta dance floor.
Okay. Let me just tell you this. Friday, I got home. It was cold. I was expecting a snowstorm that we did not have.
That's another thing I got to pick up.
I got in the house and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to the grocery store on Saturday and I'm preparing for the snowstorm, and I'm not doing anything else.
That's what I did.
Even though the snowstorm did not come. Hey, everybody. Even though the snowstorm did not come.
Because I did. I stayed in.
You're right. I stayed in the house. The only time I went out the house was Saturday morning to go to the grocery store. Right. I have literally been in the house from Friday night till Monday night watching Netflix by myself in my bedroom. I cooked multiple meals and just ate and watched Netflix from Friday night to Monday night. Now, in the process of doing that, of course, I'm scrolling through social media, because what else are you doing if you're laying in your bed for 3 days straight, right? And I kept seeing all of these posts about something that had gone on in Atlanta and what was going on. There were people that were upset that people were asking for videos. There were people that were upset that were like, how could this happen? There were people that had seen it, and I personally did not know what they were talking about. So I kept saying to myself, I didn't ask any questions because I didn't want to indulge in that. But I was asking myself, what exactly is it that went on? So tell us exactly what occurred.
I looked at too, anytime I state something, it has to be, I got to do my research first. Right. But what happened was that she was on the dance floor, and video footage, she went live.
There was a young lady who was live.
There was a young lady who was live, and she, they felt like she was slipped something in her drink by a gentleman.
Right, and apparently whatever it was that was slipped in her drink was ketamine or ketamine or something like that. That I did look up.
So he pretty much raped her on a dance floor. And she was live, and she's literally, her body is going limp, and she's telling somebody, help me. And people are standing around, and literally this concert is huge.
It was a concert?
It was a concert. August Alsina. Okay, August Alsina concert in Atlanta, $25 to get in. She was supposed to meet someone there. She eventually wound up meeting someone there, and the person did not know that she was actually raped, and she stood there like she kept off and on crying. And the girl couldn't understand. She was like, she asked her, is he with you? Do you know him? And she was like, no. And the guy was like, yeah, we know each other. And she was just like, okay, do you know him or you don't?
And this is all in the video?
This is all, that part is not in the video, but what in the video takes place is actually what he did. And you see her kind of naked. You see her like
on the
floor. Yes.
In a club?
In a club. Yes. So then
who is holding the phone?
She is holding the phone. I don't think he knew that she went live. Cause she was like, I'm in here, and I think what he did was he slipped her something in her drink, waited for it to settle, and let her drink it.
But right there in the middle of everybody?
In the middle of, if you see the video, you'll see everybody out around them. And like somebody literally is tapping her on her shoulder, but literally does nothing. Because they probably thought, okay, it's just two people getting freaky. She was with him, and it's just two people getting freaky.
And she didn't know him at all?
No, she didn't know him at all. And how they found him was because he wore the same thing to another concert.
Oh, okay.
Tried to say that he was a celeb security guard and everything. They found him, and he tried to say that, she wasn't. And I think they did a rape kit, and they did, everything. So we'll see the outcome of it.
At this point, you don't even need a rape kit. You watched it.
Everybody's watching. And she didn't take it down because of the investigation. She couldn't take it down. So everybody kept sharing it and viewing it and doing all this other stuff. So a lot of people now, what I found was really outrageous and crazy to me. And it's crazy because even since the R. Kelly thing, like some views of people kill me. Because some of them were like, well, she shouldn't have been dressed like that. And I'm just like,
no,
dressed like
that
what?
Doesn't give anybody a green light.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? So I just, this woman went in on a post. Like, that's what she get. With her fast self, she shouldn't have went to no club by herself. Now,
how old is she?
She's in her 20s.
Okay.
She's in her 20s.
Okay.
She's grown.
She's grown. And I will say, and I'm not judging her. I won't say judge her or anything like that. But what I will say is just give some pointers. Try not to go to these places by yourself.
Yeah.
Try to have a team of, like, the one thing about us is we do the buddy system. Everybody going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Everybody, where you at? What you doing? We not gonna be gone for so long before somebody not realize. Like, literally, I feel like when we out, we do head counts. Like if we on a trip,
it's like children.
You be like, she there. All right, 7. All right, and then you talking and you like 7. Okay. Everybody
constantly
here.
Counting.
We literally are like,
you're constantly
like we're
counting
on a trip,
a class trip,
for school.
We'll be in a bowling alley.
You'll be like 1, 2,
somebody
3, 4,
missing.
Somebody
find her.
And it's a set of us that if you're gonna drink, all of us like do not get to a point where we are intoxicated and we can't look after the other person.
Right. That's good.
So, and I'm saying that, and I'm not judging her. I'm not saying it.
But like you said,
you have to have a system.
If someone slipped something in her drink, then she could have had water, and it doesn't matter.
Let me tell you something. I go places by myself. There are some times when I'm spontaneously like in New York, and I will tell them like I'm going here, this is that and other. They will check on me like if I'm 15. Like literally, they will be like, "Where you at? What time you coming home?" Like,
Yeah.
But we have to have a buddy system.
You gotta have a buddy system and accountability.
Yeah.
Because today is different.
Yes.
It's
so
totally different.
I just say that to say, allegedly, I'm gonna say everything allegedly.
Somebody slipping something in your drink is serious, and honestly, it really does not matter what you have. And I'm gonna tell you a personal story because we are transparent about this. We turned 30 years old. And one of the 7 of us had a party in the area. And
life lesson right here.
And I finished a drink from a girlfriend of mine at the club. So it's her birthday. We were all turning 30. She had a shot of Patron or something like that. I remember exactly what it was. Actually, it was a shot of Patron. And she had so many. So whoever was watching her had watched her constantly having these shots of Patron, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna get her on this one, apparently. And she didn't finish it. She gave it to me. So I finished the drink. And that was it might have been my first drink there, and it was just a shot. Now, I'm not bragging that I can hold my liquor, but one shot would not have done that to me whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was one shot and I was done. Blacked out, don't remember anything. I was told I was crying. It literally affected me for the next 2 days.
Wow.
Don't remember too much of anything. The guy I was with at the time said I had called him and I was crying and I was saying all kinds of crazy
that's
things.
how the girl reacted. This one.
Yeah.
She was crying off and on. Like it was just the behaviors are like crazy when you have that.
I was crying off and on. He told me I was saying all kinds of crazy things because I wasn't out with him. But apparently when I got home, when my girls got me home, I must have called him. And I don't remember too much. I don't remember leaving. I don't remember too much of anything. But it just so happens I was with my girls and they had me that
now, if
night.
we hadn't have.
Right. But the thing is, whoever was trying to get my one friend, they could have been like, oh, okay, well, she got it. So, you know what? Let me just go on ahead and get this one. But I was with, I was with friends. I was with family. So whoever puts something in your drink, you don't have to have 30 drinks.
No.
You don't have to have 40 drinks. You can be drinking water and whatever it is they put in there can affect you. And so when I saw this story, I didn't know exactly what happened, but I did see a story on whatever it was that they had put in there. So they said it was like ketamine or ketamine or something. I don't know the official name. But what it is it's like a pre-anesthesia drug. So what it does is it completely knocks you out. You don't remember anything. And you kind of just come back.
You ever have surgery?
You come back later.
When you have surgery and you get up, you have all these emotions. Like some people literally wake up and cry. Some people wake up and be groggy or can't get it together. That is what that drug does.
You feel you feel heavy. You feel heavy, but by the by the time you come out of it, you feel heavy. You feel like you can't move. You don't remember what went on. You don't remember what happened. But me personally, I cried. I kept crying over and over and over again. And like I said, the guy I was dating at the time, he was not there with me and he wasn't at home when I got home, but I kept calling him. So by the time I came to, and by the time he came to check on me, and by the time he was like, what
did you have?
What did you have?
Was calling him.
Yeah, I kept calling him. I kept calling him. I was like, I don't know. And it's like I kept calling him. So that's real.
That's serious.
It's serious.
That's scary.
It's serious, and it's a scary feeling.
But have
to
these
not
buddy
remember
systems.
Yeah.
Have these girls that you hear about the people that are going away and actually letting their friends. Oh, I'm hooking up with this. No, we don't do that.
No, we don't do that foolishness.
We all going. By the time you
who
by the time you finish with
to?
us, by the time you finish, you ain't even going to want to mess with not one of us. Like we all going. We good. Yeah. All of us.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No, so we don't. You're
not
going
to get her.
Yeah, no. Because you got to be so.
happen.
And I've seen crazy things. I've been at Vegas and saw. And me and my brother was actually in an elevator one day. We all went to Vegas for his wife's 35th birthday, and we literally, me and him was going up because I forgot my ID. Me and my brother going up. It was a guy and a girl. Her dress was inside out, and she kept crying. And he was like, "Oh, it's okay." He was holding her up. It's okay. He was like, "Oh, you don't remember nothing." Like that. And the girl was like literally like, "Where are my friends?" She was like, "I'm gonna get you to your friends, no worry." And me and my brother was like, "Oh my God." Like he had to do something to her. Dress inside out. He was like, "You ain't about that. You wasn't about that life, was you?" Like he said that, and me and my brother was like, "Oh my God!"
Like, did he take?
Did he take her? Did he do? And me and my brother was looking like we didn't know what to do. I know. So I say that to say I've seen it, and that was literally just like we just went like 3 years ago. So Gotta be cautious. Want to get into
definitely got to be cautious about that. Definitely got to be cautious about that. But either way,
I just wanted to bring that story up. Just
that's definitely a terrible story. I don't even know.
We got to do better.
Definitely got to do better.
And stop victim blaming and shaming. Like I don't
victim
like
blaming
that.
is definitely.
I am so like it just.
And the thing about it is women are so hard.
Oh
women
my
are
God,
so
that's what I'm
hard
saying.
on
Most
other
of the
women,
people are
right?
the women.
Yeah.
So this one lady went in so hard and was like, she dressed like that. So somebody pulled pictures from her Facebook and was like, well, you could be raped in this. And she had a turtleneck on. You could be. It don't matter what you wear.
Yeah.
You could be raped in anything.
Yeah.
And because I'm appealing, or because I look sexual, or I'm showing skin, that gives you a right to take me?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Not at all.
No, it does not.
Not at all.
Anyway,
yeah,
Dr. Hardy.
that's just
Let's get to her.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring
So
that
in the
up.
meantime, in the studio with us today, who used to be in the studio with us every week, and we talk about this.
Yes. Put it back up.
To be in the studio with us every week, and we talk about that all the time because she used to sit right here to my right, and we absolutely adored and loved when Dr. Hardy was actually here with us. But she is in the studio with us again today, and what we want to talk about with her today. So Dr. Hardy is a professor. Dr. Hardy was actually a speaker at our last women's conference. Dr. Hardy has been a guest on the show since she has left the OWL show.
And wrote a book.
Yes, and she has written books. She has had conferences. She has done so many different things. But I definitely wanted to make sure that we had her here in the beginning of January because we want to make sure we get our minds right.
Offset
we
our
wanna
year.
Make
Yes.
sure, yes, to offset our year, to make sure that we are thinking the right thoughts to put us in the correct positions for the new year. So everybody, please help me welcome to the studio Dr. Cheryl Hardy.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
welcome back. Welcome back.
It's
welcome
always
back.
good being here. I
Yes.
love you guys. So how can we get our minds right? I'll let you ask the questions.
Yes.
And now follow.
Okay. So you have certain people who will have New Year's resolutions. You know, we here are not the New Year's
No, we don't do resolutions
types,
really.
But I want to know your thoughts on how to have a positive and a productive new start. So of course, you know, it's just a day, right?
Right.
But how do you start over? How do you begin again? For those who feel like they need a new beginning, how is it possible to have a new start? To rejuvenate.
Okay.
Right. How do we do that?
Well, first of all, I think having a resolution can be overwhelming.
Okay.
It takes a lot out of you. Having a new start, I always tell my clients, don't get overwhelmed with the to-do list. Just do 3 things.
Oh, okay.
3 things. And
start small.
Start small. Set a goal. And don't compare. And live your best life. And so a lot of times people say, how can I, what goals should I set? If set 3 goals. If you're going to exercise, like we talked about earlier prior to starting the show.
Yeah.
If you're going to exercise, do something small for 30 minutes a day for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then the next month, do something for 40 minutes and then an hour. So I think sometimes we overwhelm ourselves. But actually, most of the time, we overwhelm ourselves. So did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
All right. So,
yes.
And the reason why I say use 3s is because our brain holds on to 3s. You work better in ABC, 1, 2, 3, XYZ, 3 Little Pigs, 3 Stooges, 3 Blind Mice. You know this? 3.
Oh, yeah.
It started. Your brain wraps around 3, and it holds on and it retains. So if you study in
That's
3,
true.
if you study, say I'm a read, skim, and then study, you always retain.
That's true.
But when you try to do a whole lot at one time, it becomes overwhelming. And so that's a lot of times what people do at the beginning of the year. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to get a new job. I'm going back to school. And that is too much.
It is. Because you got too much on your plate then, right?
Too much on your plate.
Okay.
You become overwhelmed. And then when you overwhelm, guess what happens?
You don't
become
accomplish
depressed.
anything. Yeah.
And you don't accomplish
anything.
Not even
you
a
handle
half a
yourself.
step.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't think that.
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, 3. I always said that 3 was always my lucky number. So I've always said 3 and 7. I kind of toggle between the two. But I get that. I get that. So now moving forward, I'm going to do things in sets of 3s.
So if you do a to-do list, like sometimes people have 10 things on a list and you just get to 1 or 2. But if you have 3 and you get to 1 or 2, you're fine.
Yeah.
Just flip it over to the next day, 1 or 2. Because we change. Life change. Things change.
Well, okay, so what about the people who are afraid of change? Because there's so many people who are afraid of change. There's so many people who are afraid to incorporate new things or do new things because they're just completely afraid of change. What about those people?
Most people that are afraid of change, if they're not going to make changes, life is going to make them change anyway. Right?
That's true.
So, and if not, you're going to be stuck because we constantly change.
Yes, we do.
Our conscious change every 7 years. Our intellect change.
Say that?
Yes.
Every
Do I
11
not say
years.
that? Okay.
Our lifespan change every 18 years. So if you're just living, you're changing. So your conscious change, what you used to do at 7, you're not going to do at 14. You're not going to run out in the street.
No.
Right? Your intellect. You reason better, 11, 22, 33, 44, and your lifespan. Think about 18 years. What do you do in 18 years? You go to school, you acquire your friends, and then the next 18 years, life happens, right? Because 18 is 36, you have children, get married, divorce, you lose friends, families, parents, grandparents. So these things, life is going to change. So if you're a person that don't want to change, you're not really in the game of life.
Yeah. You're right.
Not really.
Right.
Right?
Right. No, you're right.
You're going to be stuck. Going to be stuck.
Now,
and how many people
I'm glad
that
you
we
said
notice
that.
stuck?
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. I was about to say to you.
Generations.
Yes, but I was going to say to you, I was going to say, segue into what you just said. How do you get unstuck? Because a lot of it's
you got to want to do it.
Yeah.
You got to want to do it. And most time people just don't want to do it, right? And focus is the ingredients of success. So if you want to make changes, you're gonna succeed. Most successful people get up early in the morning.
That's
you
true.
Notice that?
That's true.
Gotta work on that.
I'm an early bird though.
They get
you
things
are.
done.
I'm not.
Yeah, we went to Dominican Republic, right? So she is
all morning.
By the time she got up,
listen, I don't see.
I had prayed, went outside, read some of my book, done everything. Look, just waiting for her to get up. Look, she stretches at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I'm already like.
I was on vacation.
But you have a hard time getting up anyway.
I'm not a morning person.
You're not a morning.
I'm
Okay.
not a morning
But you ain't a night person
Right.
either.
You don't talk to me in the morning. You could at least talk to me at night. Do not have no full conversation with me in the morning because I'm just. Do you know what time it is?
Yeah.
Like don't.
Okay.
Like,
Some people are not morning people. So
I am though.
I'm not a morning person.
If you're
I
not,
am.
you have to switch things.
Now I think listen, I don't think I probably would be, but you know how you are raised, and my mother was a morning person, and she made us me and my siblings.
Mother did too.
She did.
It just
but
didn't stick.
I was about to say, but you fought even though
It didn't stick. And
even
she
still.
always told me when you have children, you're gonna wake up. Well, the children are grown.
And you went back to sleep.
I'm still not.
This is my thing. So I'm just a morning person as is. So honestly, I have my siblings. My siblings literally, and some of them are tuning in. They get up at 4, and these are boys. They get up at 4, 3, 5. They are morning. Now we take naps because we also are raised by our mom, and we took naps as kids too. But I'm just saying we're early birds. We'll go to bed early, but we rise early.
No,
like we could text each other at 5 a.m. and we all up.
How about this? I could go home and go to bed right now at 8 o'clock, and I'm still not getting out the bed.
Oh, okay. So that's just the way you flow. That's your vibe. Okay.
And I go to bed early. Everybody knows.
Yeah, she's right. After a certain time, you don't call her.
Right now, if I wasn't here, I'd be in the bed. And it's 8 o'clock.
But she cannot get up. No.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So you don't have poor sleep hygiene then? You can sleep.
I get my 8 to 10 or 11, 12 hours of sleep.
Nah.
You know, another way I was thinking about how to have a better year is to get rid of toxic thoughts, people, and things.
Can we go into that? Can we talk about that? Dr. Hardy,
you talk.
Seriously, toxic. No, seriously.
Say it again.
Toxic thoughts.
Toxic thoughts.
Can we talk about that?
Wait, stop. How to have a better year is to get rid of toxic thoughts. Go ahead, Dr. Hardy.
A lot of times we as women, especially women of color, we think negative of ourselves.
Oof. Dr. Hardy.
And we pick with ourselves, and we look in the mirror, and we pick our eyes and our nose, and this is not right, and that is not right. And so to have a better life for 2019 is to celebrate you, and it's called self-love.
Woo. And
so those toxic thoughts, because negative thoughts is going to be there, but you have to sweep it out instantly.
Yes,
but you got to do the work.
You got to do.
So when it comes in and something says, you just so you so corny, you stupid. No, no. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Greatness is right here. Right. And so you have to do that self-talk. Toxic thoughts, toxic people. If a person is in your life and they're not adding to your life, you need to eliminate them. What if it's family?
Say that again. Say that one more again.
If a person is toxic in your life and they're not adding to your life, you need to eliminate them.
It's so hard to eliminate.
And sometimes you can do it so smooth they won't even know that you eliminate them.
Really?
You know, just slow down talking, still be cordial, but just don't have them in your space as much as
your immediate
space, because
it is okay.
It sucks the life out of you.
What did we say for 2019?
We did.
To protect my energy.
I can't deal with you.
I have the right not to engage.
That's what we said we were going to do.
For 20, I have the right to not engage with you to protect my energy.
Let me just tell you that I have
I love it.
Yeah.
Let me just open up, because since we're so transparent, I have an issue, Dr. Hardy, with letting people go. Right?
Yes, she does.
So I will keep people in my, no, seriously, I will keep people, no, maybe they need me, or maybe maybe it's something that I'm supposed to do for them or offer them or whatever. And I have a habit of, they can be gone, but I bring them back.
Put on Kirk Franklin record and say bye, 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 bye. Bye.
Wait,
let them go.
Four Brothers Breakfast just said, people will drain you. You have to learn to love them
That's
from
true.
a distance.
That's true.
From
a distance.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's love them from a distance.
Right.
And walk in forgiveness. Don't have any envy or strife.
Right.
But you gotta live your life.
Yeah.
Long handle spoon, as my mother said.
And a lot of times we live our life as females. We living for other people
all the time.
And it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not
but you know,
healthy.
some of us are reared like that. We are reared to be the
givers.
and be the nurturer and
but we
be
still
the
have to have boundaries.
Absolutely. See, that is the part. That's the part
you need
that
professional boundaries, personal boundaries, family boundaries, right? You need all types of you got to know when to draw the line and stop, because your energy is going to, like the gentleman, whoever said on the online, it will suck the life out of you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And so every now and then I do go to myself, and you need time to rejuvenate. A lot of people don't understand that. Some people are like, oh, you acting funny, or oh, you are to yourself now, or oh, whatever. But it's not that. It's just that I need to recuperate from giving so much.
And some people you don't have to.
No sunshine.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, look at him.
That's
look,
good.
Najee is preaching over here today.
That's right.
Everybody, Najee is preaching. Go ahead.
And some people you don't have to explain, because you don't never know what people are thinking, and you don't have to worry about what people think. Yeah. So some things you don't have to explain. It's just too much.
It is true.
Right, it is.
It's too much. Yeah.
It is. And you know what? Oh my God, I just had this situation. The over explanation of things drains you. Because when you feel like everything that comes out of your mouth, you then have to go back and explain what you meant by that, because they don't.
That is draining.
Or they don't understand it. That is draining.
And a lot of people are not there. They're not emotionally intelligent, and you can explain it to them over and over,
and they still don't get it.
Picture,
emotionally
intelligent. They
or
don't-
mature,
or
for that
mature.
matter. Yes.
Right? And you could have a PowerPoint and a visual and write notes, and they still don't understand. I don't understand why you don't want to be with me. And I can't tell you any other way. So then you have to show them, because showing is better than telling.
Absolutely.
Just got to ease away. And it's okay with no envy, no jealousy, no strife. But I got to live. So how can we as women live our best lives? Because a lot of times we don't. Look, I'm like,
I'm just
Dr. Hardy?
Look, I'm hanging on every word. Like,
how can we got to first start off by loving you?
Okay.
Yes.
Then you got to take time for yourself.
Yes.
You got to do you.
You
got to do you.
You're right.
Nails, pedicure, massage. You got to get rest.
No, don't talk to me.
You want the nails a lot.
Yes.
Right. So you got to do you, and a lot of times we just don't.
Yeah.
I have a client. I think I might have shared this before, and she gave me permission. I have a consent.
Okay.
And she started coming to me in her 80s.
Oh wow.
And she's 90 now.
Oh wow.
So she's come like once a month just for, we call them tune-ups.
Yeah.
But you know what? She said this is the first 10 years of her life she haven't been depressed. And why was that?
At 80.
That's because she said she lived for everybody else for a good 60, 70 years of her life, doing for her mom growing up, and then got married, her husband, then her kids, and her grandkids, and their great-grandkids. And I said, we have to change some of this. You know, what you going to do for you?
And like you said, not living remorse or regret or anything about putting you first. Right. Because a lot of times, and I'm going to be honest with you, me trying to revamp putting me first is very hard. Because when you have done, we talked about consistency too before the show. Yes. When you have done something consistently for all these years, and people, and I will tell you, people expect that you are this way and you are not. As soon as you switch up and you be like, wait a minute, it's hard for them to accept that change in you as well. Yeah. So then you're feeling remorseful, regretful, or whatever. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. No. But it's like, no, because
then you might have to have a conversation.
I
with
matter.
Them. Yeah, yes, I matter, and things have changed in my life, and I won't be at your house every Saturday to go grocery shopping at 8:00. You know, it might be every other Saturday, or call and get a delivery.
Right,
but you have to make other arrangements.
That was a hard lesson that I had to learn. I learned it kind of young, but it was a hard lesson I had to learn upon. Getting divorced at 28. Wow. I remember saying to my girlfriends, I'm changing. And I don't know what I'm going to be when I get through this, but I know that I'm changing.
Right.
And I had gone from, and anybody that knows me, like my cousin is watching right now, anybody knows me, I was the Black Martha Stewart. I did everything for everybody. Oh, you want a sheet cake for your birthday? Okay, I got you. You want a edible arrangement? Oh, I'm making it.
And through like all these like elaborate parties.
I'm living in Pennsylvania. What, you need something in New Jersey? I'm flying out to New Jersey to get you. What do you need? What does this person need? What did you? And it was too much. And I did everything for everybody else. And then I started going through this divorce. And then it was like, whoa.
Who am I?
Who am I? What do I want? Who do I need to be? What do I need to do? What do I need to do for these kids? But what do I need to do for me as well? My cousin is commenting right now. She said, yes, you were everything for everyone.
Wow. So she said the same. Yeah.
Sure.
And I started going through this divorce, and I was like, okay, what do you want for yourself? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What's next for you? What do you... And it started the process of pulling back. Mm-hmm. And it started the process of, what about Toya? Mm-hmm. And I started this whole I started this whole thing in my mind and in my spirit, like, okay, you got to nurture you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't nurture you, you're not going to be any good to these boys. You're not going to be any good to whomever the next man may be. If I get married again, you're not going to be any good to your friends. You're not going to be any good to anyone if you don't start this process now of being good to you. So I kind of got that lesson really, really young.
And because you have the gift of kindness doesn't mean that you should be taken advantage of.
Yes.
And a lot of times people think because you have kind, because LaToya and you both, you have kind spirit.
Right.
You have that spirit of giving, but that doesn't mean that you should be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So you have to teach. Oh, wait a minute. You know, you want that Edmonds? You order that.
Yeah.
The sheet cake. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm chilling. I'm not coming down this week.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so important.
So
make an appointment with yourself.
Yes.
A lot of times we don't do that. You put everybody on your schedule and you don't put yourself on the schedule. You gotta do that.
You know what I want to ask you, because just like she said, some key points of us, and again we had a great beautiful conversation before this. But what do you tell the woman that is still finding herself? Because I remember at a point where in your 20s you are this person, right? And you like the color red, and then in 30s you're like, I don't even like red no more, right? So and there are certain things that you change, but there are some women out there that literally you ask them what they like and they can't tell you.
Well, they don't know.
They don't know.
Well, they never took the time to
So
develop that.
what do you tell those women? Like, where do you begin to, what do you start with?
And you know, a lot of time, when every class I start off with, I go around the classroom and I ask every student, what is your purpose? And most of people don't know.
They can't answer that question.
No. What is your purpose? What are you here on this earth for? What makes you happy? And then they start talking. I do this. I'm a wife. I'm a mother.
Not for everybody.
Like, take away
that. I didn't ask about
For
the
you.
wife. I didn't ask about the mother. The daughter, the aunt, the cousin, the nephew, whatever. What are you here for? What do you really like in life?
Okay.
Right.
And the same thing when it comes to counseling. I ask them, what makes you happy? I very seldom get an answer.
Because you don't know.
This is something that we need to work on. What makes me happy, joyful, and just make me just what?
I want to ask that question to all of our viewers.
Yeah.
Right now.
What makes me happy? And what is your purpose?
Wow.
What is your purpose? You know, I have a friend that's an attorney, and his son wants to go to school for art, and he had a fit.
Right.
But that was his gift. His son is in Europe now.
Wow.
Doing paintings all over.
That's wonderful.
He didn't want to be a lawyer. So you was a lawyer and so even your children might go the total opposite way.
Absolutely.
But that's their gift. So
Absolutely.
you need to identify your gifts. And a lot of times we don't even know our gifts.
No.
You have the gift of love. So you love to do certain, so you love people. Maybe you should get into teaching. Maybe you should get into nursing. Maybe you should think about something that you can do with that love and it'll just ignite you. You know. Yeah. And we don't do that. We don't know how to identify.
So that's how we get to
identify and nurture that.
Right.
And sometimes the parents belittle
of course
belittle it and clip their children's wings.
You're absolutely right.
And so that we need to know, what do you come here for?
Yeah. So that's the start of, honestly, that's, wow.
Ooh. Yeah. So what is my purpose? What am I here for? What is my calling? Some people have a calling. Like Martin Luther King, he had a calling. Yeah. Even though he had issues. Remember when he was 12? He
jumped out the window.
He jumped out the window.
And like had suicidal thoughts and thought about killing himself like 3 times.
Depression.
Yeah.
Then he had, he kept having problems. Then afterwards, he started having, and even when he got married, he had marital problems. But he knew his calling.
Yeah.
He knew it was to help people come out of where they were to another. And so even though he had those problems, he answered the call, but then he still should have went to therapy.
Okay.
To deal with all
The other
issues
stuff.
and
Okay.
concerns, right? Yeah, and that's what we need to do. Deal with every area of our lives.
Yes.
It's so important because a lot of people just eliminate mental health.
Well,
Dr. Hardy.
A lot of
It's funny because I was going to tag you the other day
eliminate
because it was like a thing like black women and black men. It's okay to go to therapy. Doesn't mean you're crazy.
Aisha actually, one of our viewers and friends, posted that that it's okay, black people to you can go to therapy.
It's okay.
It's really okay.
It's necessary.
It's really. It's
No,
so
it
funny.
is.
When a lot of people come, they go, I didn't know what was this. This is really good. And I was like, okay, see you in 2 weeks. No, could I come next week?
Yeah.
Because you know
Talk
why?
some more.
They're getting free.
Yeah.
They feel it.
Dr.
right?
Hardy, I told you this story before, but I promise you, I went to counseling and I sat down, and I'll never forget. Just to let you in on me, I never forget. I sat down on her couch or whatever across from her, and she has this black woman, just sweet, just the sweetest voice in the world, older woman. And so I'm talking to her or whatever, and she's like, I was like, I don't know where to begin. She said, start from the beginning. So I'm like, okay. The beginning. I was a kid. So by the time I finished talking, Dr. Hardy, and I'm not a real crier. Like I cry, but not like that. So I started crying, and she just handed me the tissue and was like, go ahead, let that out, And then I was talking to her. Now our session is only supposed to be for an hour. So now she got me in there 2 hours, right? She got me in there 2 hours and just like talk. So the next time I go back, I'm in there for another hour, and I said, do you have like a serum in here where I keep crying? She was like, because you've never sat down and unraveled. You've never sat down and literally just every single thing, just let it on the table. You have been functioning in life and just living, and you have not, all these things inside of you, you never released it. So I thought I kept looking at her like, I just keep crying. I don't even know why. Yeah. And she was like, no, it's okay.
Because you're healing.
Take these tissue. But absolutely, Dr. Hardy. So we need that.
Yeah.
We need
that.
It's
so important. Because everything is mental health. Everything you get out the bed is mental health. You got to think.
You're right.
Brush your teeth, mental health. You go to the work. Everything is mental health. And then we need to address the problems that's in our life.
You're right.
And everybody is not the problem. Sometimes we are
Can you talk about
Say that one more time.
It's not. Sometimes it's not the people around us. Sometimes it's us.
Okay.
Right? And then it's you the stuck people. It's you so badly you don't want help.
Right.
Yeah.
You
know a lot of people. I know a lot of people like that.
Like, come on, let's go for a walk. I don't need to go walk, but you busting out your pants, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Hardy, yes.
I'll take you get your hair washed. I don't want to get my hair, but it's matted.
Right.
You don't want help. And we need to work on it.
Dr. Hardy, you ain't never lied.
Sometimes you're such a problem, and your whole family is trying to help you.
Yeah.
And it sucks the life out
It
of
does.
the
It does.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it does.
You're absolutely right.
And I say that sometimes to couples, like they just going at it, talking about who's gonna throw out the garbage and all that. No, you didn't come in for an hour here to talk about who. I could tell you take it out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, right? No. He's not the problem. You're not the problem. The problem is a problem.
Wow.
Because you're not talking about the problem.
Right.
You're just shifting. Because you just like your family now. You done took it to another level. Right. And we do that.
You're not taking that garbage out
because your father never took the garbage out.
And we deflect it. And that's not the problem.
No, you're absolutely right.
You two just not getting along.
Yeah.
And we need to get to the problem.
Okay.
And that's a lot of times. Sometimes we think the other person is the problem. And we're the problem.
Yeah.
So we got to work on that.
All right, so we started with what was step number 1 for 2019 in order to be okay? You said
setting goals.
Setting goals, okay, and then
and threes.
And threes.
Yes.
And threes.
Yes.
And then you said, what was the next one? There was something else.
Well, we got to do. She was. Go
and
ahead.
do not compare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I see a lot of that because a lot of times, and I'll say social media has you comparing your life to no, seriously. Let me tell you an issue too. And I'm glad we brought this comparing thing up. Because when we talk about social media, I'm going to be honest with you. Right? And so I'm going to shed light on some of the things that I do. I can sit for like 2 hours and get nothing done and literally scroll and watch someone's life over and over. Like literally, I could be writing a book. I could be doing a million things, but I will literally scroll and get lost in it, right? And then be like, oh, wow, look at her. She got another degree. Oh, wow, look at her. She right. Look, now I've taken away 6 hours
of your life,
of my whole life, watching someone else's life. And so it's one, social media is addictive. I'll say that.
Yes.
Secondly, the comparison thing is a really big thing because you got kids being like, oh my God, look at her face. And oh my God, look at her beauty. And oh my God, she contours her. Like there's a lot of things that are on social media that we compare. What do you say to people that do that?
And what did Albert Einstein say? Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes,
it is.
It steals your joy.
Okay.
And so what did I say about that is we need to get a personal life. And sometimes we need to cut out social media. We hear that all the time, but we need to do it. Social media is also affecting our thinking power.
Yes, it is.
In what way, Dr. Hardy?
You are not
if you
exploring
Google,
the depths of your own mind when you are constantly just looking and when you're constantly just here. Yeah. You're here. You're like a computer. You're dead. You're dead inside. You just, okay, do you know what thoughts you could have thunk? What you could have potentially cured, what you could have potentially healed, what you could have potentially
So you're not being an asset to
but you couldn't do that because you were doing this. You were doing this.
Yeah.
We done lost so much thinking power.
Yes, we have.
Because what Dr. Caroline Leaf said, our brain can hold 3 million years of information, and we only use a portion of it, right? Yeah. So we're not, and then we not think everything is. I mean, I had my students do an exercise. I told them try to remember their first telephone number, then remember their telephone number, and then all their family because while you pick up the phone, you just hit the.
People don't know phone numbers no more.
They don't know phone numbers. That was an assignment. And also, I want you to memorize your own license plate number, right?
Well, I'm a bit.
She's a detective.
Because what it does, it exercises your brain.
You're right.
Right? We don't remember telephone numbers. We don't think about what happened in the past. We just get and now dementia is sneaking on us.
It really is.
Those holes in our brains, we're not using it.
Yeah,
right?
We're not.
Because we lose after the age of 35, you lose 100,000 brain cells a day.
Wow. Now, what's fun? What I'll say, I'll even take it a step further, is that with scrolling through social media and doing the comparison thing, you are no longer grateful for what you have.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
it steals right. It steals what you have and what God has given you. Yeah. You are literally being like not content, right, with the things that you have already, because you're looking and you're like,
I have this, but
she has a car and she did this and he has that.
This one did that.
So you're no longer grateful anymore, and it's just like.
I took a picture not too long ago. I had a photo shoot, and I took a picture with quite a few Louis bags. I didn't pay 1 cent for those bags. It was gifts. But somebody will look at that picture and go, "Oh wow, she got it like that.
I need to do that."
And I want one of those bags. But I didn't put myself in debt for that. Somebody gave it to me. Yeah. Right? And so a lot of times we look at what people have, but it could be a gift.
You're absolutely right.
And then you put yourself in debt for
You're
that.
so right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
It's like that visual, it will kill your spirit.
But that's the thing with social media. It's just that it's social media. It's for everybody. For some people, it can be real life, but for others, it's a facade.
Yes.
You put on there the good things. You put on there the happy things.
You never gonna see me like.
Everybody not gonna be on there like.
You gonna see my best life, my best picture. Look.
Yeah.
No, take that again, girl.
Literally,
you five steps to get to that one. That's acceptable on social media. That you gonna be like, and it's funny because I lied to you not, Dr. Hardy. I see this all the time. I can take a picture, and sometimes I don't even feel so great about the picture. I'll get 200 likes, 300 likes.
She will not take a picture. Number one, because I take her pictures.
Oh, you don't take pictures?
So we taking 42 pictures. Okay.
I am a picture person. Like I've always been like that since I was a kid. I love pictures. I love albums. Like I am really like a just picture person. Like the thing is, even my mother, God forbid, I don't want her to go anytime soon, but I said, I don't need your money. I don't need anything. All I want is pictures. That's it. Because I just love to.
That's so simple.
It's simple. I don't want anything. I don't want your furniture. You don't got to leave me 10 cents because I work every day. All I want is pictures.
That is awesome.
Just leave me that.
But you know what, Queen B?
Mm-hmm.
The simplicity of life is so beautiful. We don't think about breathing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? People on breathing tubes, walking. You know how many people walk with canes.
We
and
forget
crutches?
that though, Dr. Hardy.
It's the simple thing. And I have a gratitude jar that I keep at my bed.
Oh.
And every day I write 3 things in it and I drop it in. At the end of the year, I just sit and read it. And some of it is just breathing, walking, and able to go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yes.
It's the simple
because it's life changing.
When I broke my hand, first of all, I broke the left one, right? Well, I had to get surgery on the left hand here, Marks. I broke my hand, never realizing how much this hand ushers us. Even though I'm a righty, I didn't realize that not having your left to usher you're like, oh my God.
That's right.
Because you don't realize that you do a lot, even though you're not. This is not your dominant hand.
Yes.
It balances, and you do a lot with this hand. I was almost like, somebody help me in the bathroom.
That's right.
Now I'm a righty, but I need this hand too.
I need
you know what I mean? I need it too. I need to pull it out my pants. I need to put on my shirt. I need to, I need the soap. I needed, to wash my hair. I didn't realize how much, and like you said, a gratitude jar. I gotta start that.
Yeah. Oh, it just put me in a different.
I gotta
place.
start that.
And I would suggest people do that. A gratitude jar
when we have,
or journal.
When we have Bible study, that's you ever notice that is one of the first things I pray about all the time. I'm like, for every single little thing that we think is little, because if one of these things is removed. If one of these things removed,
let me tell y'all. No exaggeration to this. Let me tell y'all.
I had her pinky toe moved.
Let me tell you, Dr. Hardy.
She was off.
Yes,
she was off
balance.
Yes.
Now, what's funny is you say that because I say to God, I really, really do. Not that I'm not grateful, because I honestly, every day I get up before my feet swing off the bed, I am always praying, right? Yeah. So my thing is that I remember when my car was acting up, and I had needed jumper cables and wind up needing a new battery. Yeah. But I felt so out of sorts, Dr. Hardy, and I said, God, this is what gets me and my kids to whatever. This is what gets, my mom wherever she needs to be. This is just what gets. And for that moment, I felt horrible, because I'm like, my car is, doing whatever. The battery, I need I need a battery, this, that, and the other. And like you said, if one thing
messes up
everything, it will throw your life off.
Yes. Indeed.
And that's why it's funny, because I thank God all the time, and I'll be like, God, you saw it fit.
Yeah.
For me, like, seriously, guys, I'm a single mom. You saw fit for me.
Yeah.
To have this car.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm telling you, I thank God for first of all, I thank God for that car, period. Because when I said, God, I need a new car, God, I saw it online, and I said, I want this car. Literally spoke it like, I want this car. I want this red Altima. Oh yeah. I walked out of there, no money down. I got that red Altima.
Well, we ain't talking about my car,
right?
Because I can't even. He just threw mine at me.
Yeah, it was yeah. So I'm grateful.
And I tried to throw it back. Wow. As a matter of fact, got the exact same car from another dealership and took it back, and was like, no, I can't do this. And then another dealership called, and I went to get another
these numbers.
car.
I remember she told me.
And I went to get another car. He was like, the car you want is okay, but this car, which was the exact same car that I had just taken back, and I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And that's favor.
Yeah,
hand delivered.
But and let me tell you something, and it's funny because you just revived something in me, because even like we can speak certain things, right? So we can speak certain things. We think if we think more positive, and we have faith, right? So we don't do that all the time. And those things that happen around us, or our feeling of despair or depression or whatever you want to call it, doesn't allow us sometimes to move past having faith, or move to speaking something to an existence, or having a vision about something, or claiming something as our own. We do a lot of relishing in the bad times, or relishing in our sorrow, or relishing in whatever, and
we stay on it too long.
Right?
Yes, we do. Stay on it way too long.
We stay on it too long.
Way too long.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so mental health is everything.
Yes, go ahead. Next steps. Go ahead, Dr. Hardy.
We need to think right. Your thinking process is so important, and always remember, negativity is always going to be around.
Right.
Yes,
but it's up to us.
What we
to
do with it,
eliminate
right? Okay.
Right. So how can we be positive? And being positive is what we just said. Thinking about the small things, but enjoying the big things and knowing that the favor of God is on your life.
Yeah.
You just have to have the faith and keep moving forward.
Okay.
And don't listen to the naysayers because they struggling. They already struggling.
Because you take on, you know, and it's funny because
like you said, you'll take on their
I'm
behavior.
starting to learn that certain things, Dr. Hardy, and help me with this one. That's not you. That's not me. That's you.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
you.
starting to think like now because I had a problem with this. Internalizing everything somebody say.
Why you don't think that? Why you
Right.
acting like that?
Right.
Nothing is wrong.
But internalizing what someone says and then taking it and making it my own and making it my issue or my problem or my whatever. And it's just like, wait a minute.
That's you.
That's you.
That's
you.
That's you.
So I'm working on that.
So now you set a
yes.
that personal boundary.
Okay.
That they not cross when they cross that line, they got to stop right there. It's not going to touch my heart.
Okay.
My feelings, my mind, my
But
thought.
this is the thing that I said to
here.
her, Dr. Hardy. This is the thing that I've said to her. You are called to be there for people.
Yes.
However,
that's the
you
call.
cannot internalize everyone's issues
And
to
I
the
do.
point where it affects you personally. You cannot do that.
That's very good.
You cannot
do it. And
cannot
why?
do
And
that.
why you cannot do it?
Because it diminishes you.
It just
and then
subtracts
you're
from
not
you.
able to
It
be there
breaks
for
your
anybody
heart.
else because you took on this person's, that person's, this person's, that person's, this is a person.
Yes.
So by the time you need to be there for you, and then any of these people over here, you already got all of this
That's
over
true.
here that you
That's
have
been my
already
whole
taken
life.
on,
And so if
you
you're
can't do
at a
it.
gym, it's like you taking on that weight, 10 pounds,
Mhm.
taking on another weight, and you holding everybody's 10 pounds.
Yeah.
And then your trainer say, all right, let's run. But you
Can't
can't
do that.
run because
You
you.
can't run.
I got all of that.
can't
Wow,
take
that's a
off.
good
You gotta
analogy.
take off
That's a
all
good
the
analogy.
bars
Down.
Yep.
And because you can't run
Wow.
with a whole lot of weight.
Yeah.
Because you need to be free, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as flying.
Yep.
Wow.
You never see a bird fly with suitcases.
Woo!
We just can't carry people's stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Can we have a tithing plate?
Yes, she do. I told her. I
gotta
want her to want to
fly,
throw
right?
money at her. Yes. Oh my God.
And wings are light, and we gotta be light to move. Gotta be
Gotta
light
be
to
light.
move.
Can't hold on.
Yeah.
You never see a eagle fly with suitcases,
Yeah.
right?
Gotta be light to move.
And the eagle is such such a great bird because when the storms of life come, the eagle take his head
And tuck it in. Yes.
tuck it, and then rise above the storm.
Yeah.
That's so cool with a pigeon because there's a lot of pigeons. You don't want to hang with the pigeons. You got to do the eagle thing.
You know what?
Because the pigeons is always it's
pigeons,
crowded
sis.
at the bottom.
Dr. Hardy.
You gotta-
hang with the pigeons.
It's lonely at the top.
But at the top, you're flying.
You're so right.
You're soaring.
Ah.
And it's not as many people at the top. You know, because everybody's down there. You ever go to the park and see all those pigeons?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the bottom.
At the bottom. Eating everything and following you.
Jesus. All right, come on, Dr.
all that codependency.
Ooh. Did you say that word?
Just following you. Where you going? What you doing? I don't want to go without you. Come on. No, fly. Go to the other side of the park.
This word
Let me
for
meditate.
today.
Right? You don't need that. You need
So
to
what do you
fly.
think about meditating?
You know
What do you think
what?
about that?
I think it is I think it's a moment that we should bring in our lives at least 15 minutes a day.
Okay.
To bring peace. Because
Okay.
a lot of us don't have peace.
Okay.
So I'm into like meditating. I don't understand.
See, that's why I'm asking,
a
like,
lot
the levels
different,
of-
the
yeah.
levels of meditation. I just think about the personal meditation just to bring peace to
Yeah.
you and quietness to you and just sitting still
And being
for
still,
10,
yes.
15 minutes. 'Cause a lot of people can't.
Hard
sit
to
still.
do, Dr. Hardy. I'm gonna just tell you.
It is
My
very
thoughts would
hard
be
for
thinking
most
about.
people
I'd
to
be like,
quiet their
I gotta
mind,
cook. Look, get home, pick this girl up. Like
to give yourself 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Whether it's 10 minutes in the car, just sit still and try not to think. It's hard for some people
not to think anything. Yeah.
Because we are some people are prone to that.
But you do recommend that we do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes. I could
10 minutes a day. 10
So
minutes
you could
a day.
try it?
No, because I work on 5, and then like she said, I'll work on
do
5, and then
just
I'll try to
7.
but I need to do it.
Listen to some music.
To be still. Yes.
Yeah. No words.
No words.
No word. Any music with no words.
Okay.
Words will have you on.
You right. Or you be in a mood like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you take on the mood of the song.
That's true.
Yes.
No, I do that a lot.
Yes.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. Just be still and just bring that peace to you.
Okay.
This world is not peaceful.
No, it's not.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Going on
And there's so many things going on.
Chaotic.
So many things.
Very
going on.
chaotic.
Yes. And it's from generation to generation to generation. I mean, I'm depending on you guys to break some of this generational curse and add some blessings.
What do you see a lot of? What kind of
What, in
generational,
practice?
yes, in your
Okay.
practice or just walks of life? Because you've been in every realm. What do you see that's handed down a lot of times?
Negative behavior.
Yelling and
definitely yelling and screaming and depression. Depression, but that negative, grandma, no, you can't do it. And I see that. What I see a lot of is generational anxiety. Like parents are so afraid. Don't go over there. Where you going? And then the young folks are scared.
Scared to live.
And so now they have all this anxiety and they nervous, and then they start having panic attacks and all because the mind just can't handle. The boogeyman is coming. I'm driving down the street. I better be careful and all. And
so
but
you
I know
actually
great grandma, and mom has done that to a lot of our younger folks.
And then we raising kids and we're doing
generational anxiety, pain, and then the children, they just all over the place. But you gave that to them. You know? I mean, I even heard what Charlemagne mentioned, how his grandmother, he said he suffered from anxiety. And how he believed he got it from his grandmother, and that's so common. I see it with generations, because we had, the silent mature generation, the baby boomers, and you have Generation X and Y.
Yeah, that was us.
And then the boomlets born after 2000. 2001,
and the millennials and all that.
So each generation
has a different
has their own culture.
Yeah, they do.
Their own struggle.
Yeah, they do.
And they bring it down to, I remember when. And then the children are so stressed out over that. So that's what I think it's time to bring generational.
So we have got to break those things.
Especially what we talked about earlier with health.
Okay.
With the people of color, we need to break that generational.
Okay.
I don't like to say generational curse, but
I mean, it is what it is. It is that.
We as African American, we carry a lot of pains from our ancestor.
Yes, we do.
We carry a lot of pain.
I believe that.
I do believe that.
We live in a post-traumatic stress society.
We are so
and
traumatized.
I believe that is why all of us need some sort of counseling.
Yeah, we are so traumatized.
It's funny that you say that.
Even driving while black.
It's funny you say that because I got into a dialogue today, and honestly, it was the most respectful dialogue. I respect dialogue with anybody from any walks of life or color. So we had talked about the MAGA hats that everybody was wearing when they, you saw the issue that they had with the Native Americans, the Israelites, and the young kids from the Catholic school. So this one lady says to me, she says, "I am not my ancestors." Right? She said, "There's no blood on my hands, this, that, and the other." She was like, shouldn't we not look at color? And I said, respectfully, respectfully, I just want to say this to you. I said, my black son is in college, right? And I send him out, and there are times when he goes out, I have anxiety about. You can't, I want to send him out and just say, be normal. You send him out, and you just
every time.
But every time, and it's like, where you at? What you doing? You okay? You with your friends? How many people in the car? I gotta ask all these questions. I said, I'm not asking you to walk in my shoes, but I want you to be real about what I face every day. And no, you won't feel this same way. Because you're not of the same color of me, and you're not the same. But please don't ignore, because she was saying we shouldn't look at color. I said, sweetheart, That's such a. I was like, first of all, you got to understand it's a cop out because you know why it is. It's because honestly, I look at you, Dr. Hardy. I'm going to see your color first.
Yes.
Let's just be real. Now, I respect your culture. And I respect who you are as a person. And I'm not going to use that to determine who you are and what you are. But let's be real. That whole I'm blind to color, come on. Come on. So I tried to make her understand. It was an excellent conversation. And I tried to make her understand that
the one I had today.
It was an excellent.
Talk about that afterwards.
Yeah, it was an excellent conversation. But I needed her to see, and she was very, very respectful. But I said, I need you to see my side. I said, as a nurse, I have walked into a room where I was not allowed to touch a patient because they didn't want someone black touching them.
I know that is true.
It's true.
And
the crazy thing is, they'll ask the housekeeper, "Can you do?" And I'm like, "That's the housekeeper." Like, you know, I'm the student nurse. I'm the nurse here on this floor. And they'll be like, "No, I don't want her." I've been called out my name. I've been called literally at a nurse. I've been called out my name, and I don't want her touching me. It's real.
Wow.
What's funny is sometimes literally I get a kick out of this when I go to a hospital and they're like, "Can you get the charge nurse?" So the black nurse goes and gets the black charge nurse. "Can I get the DON?" So the DON is over both of them. She's black too. So the lady is looking like, okay, wait a minute. I don't know what to do. But I say that to say, please don't tell me. She said to me, "I need to let it go." And I said, "Sweetheart, there's disparities in us. There are people that there are people that literally you want me to let it go, but it's still going on. There's people that's getting exonerated now for being electrocuted for crimes they didn't commit. But just because a white woman said they did it, then they did it and they're guilty. And they were hung." So my thing is when you say that, and I'll just add to that, when you say that, there are a lot of things that are passed down, because I'm gonna be honest with you,
and our children, our sons, all of us have sons here. Wow. Yeah. And our sons are feeling it, because my son, every time they leave the house, whatever house, "Hey, I see you later. You have your ID?"
Yes.
Yep. You know, wait, just let me know the road you're going. I don't care what you know. I'm not trying to. They grown.
I said,
but
I
you
want
know,
you
as a black mother, you have to teach your little boys. Everybody doesn't like you. There are some people that hate you, and there are some people who are going to hurt you. And unfortunately, as black mothers, you have to teach your boys that at a very, very, very young age.
Absolutely.
10 years old, you out there on the field, and you have to tell your children they don't like you, and you have to tell that to a child.
You have to tell to a child.
You have to tell that
and
to a child.
And their brain is so small to comprehend.
Yeah, they don't comprehend.
They don't comprehend.
They don't.
I shared a story with her. I said, "Listen, in the 5th grade, I remember people handing out." In the 5th grade, I went to South Plainfield Middle School. Grammar School, and I remember someone handing out invitations to a party. And I said, why didn't I get an invitation to your party? And she said these words to me in 5th grade is when I learned what everything was. She said, "I could never bring a black person to my house." I was in the 5th grade, and I couldn't. I'm telling you, my mind was like, I don't like. What's wrong with me?
And that's what we keep getting at generation.
Right.
What's wrong with me?
So it's a whole, like you said, it is a whole thing to that. And then I said to the lady,
carrying the residue of it.
Exactly. And I said to the lady, I said, "Please you telling me to let go. But some people see my son's skin as a weapon. They think that he's going to be, he is like a gentle giant. Like he is literally not that type of but because you see his stature and you see his color and you see all of that, you don't think that he could be actually respectful. And I taught him to be articulate and I taught him how to be in certain situations. You won't see that. So let's be real. I said to her.
And my parents came from Alabama. They met on the back of the bus. So my father was coming from Mobile, Alabama to New York to stay with his sister. My mom was coming from Anniston, Alabama to Newark, New Jersey to stay. And they met on they had to sit on the back of the bus. And right to this day, if I go to my mom's house and I have on Black Doctors Matter, but she'll be like, "Ooh, you're a doctor. You can't be wearing shit. You better be careful how." It affects. And I
Of course
said, what?
it does.
Because she lived through. She said she remember going to the movies and all the whites was at the bottom.
My mother too.
And they was
Yeah,
at,
my
at the
mother
top
too.
behind
My mother too.
the glass.
It's
you
funny
know.
you say that because I have
And
a
I'm
shirt.
like, that's the residue.
I have a shirt that says literally. I got to show you this picture too. It says "Wanted" and it has and I made it myself. It's a brown shirt and it has Harriet Tubman. It has all the black women on it and it says "Wanted," right? And my mother, when I wore this shirt when I went to Georgia. And my mother called me as soon as I posted it on Facebook, like I'm here, I was pumping gas. My mother was like, "Do not wear that shirt
in Georgia,
down there in Georgia."
And they have a point, but you.
And I was like, "But you gotta understand, Dr. Hardy.
That's their generation.
That's their generation." But I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking literally, I'm here, I'm free. We do statement shirts, like we do it, and I didn't real. It was dawning until I went in the store. I went in the Kmart there, and they were like, and I was
she
like,
was right. This is what she was talking about.
That's what she was talking about.
And it's still there.
Yes,
it's still there.
So you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Jeff, you got a show? Oh, gosh. Okay, listen.
So we doing good with talking.
Yes, I know. Dr. Hardy.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, do you have any more points for 2019? Do you have any that we did not discuss?
I could go on and on, but I think we covered.
We covered it all.
Most okay.
Yes.
So what were the top 3? I just want to recap before we get to the final.
Setting goals.
Okay.
Setting goals. Do not compare.
Do not compare.
And we all change.
Everything
change.
Everything changes.
I just like everything. The things that we have to do, the boundaries we have to set. Like I took a lot away from tonight, like the boundaries we have to set, finding what we like.
Identifying your gifts.
Right. Identifying gifts, not internalizing so much, you know what I mean? And allowing us to,
everything is not our fault.
Yeah.
Just because we're a woman, we don't have to carry everything.
Yeah.
Everything is not our
Yeah.
You know.
But you know what I will, because I love analogies, but the eagle one with the, or the weights in the gym. I will think about that every time I'm working out.
Don't take that
Don't take the weight. You said 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then run. You can't run.
But 10 people, and then your trainer say, "All right, I want you to run."
Yeah.
And you carry 100 pounds. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can't
do it.
Wow.
You can't.
I'm always blessed.
Yeah, we are definitely always blessed every single time that you're here. I keep saying I want you here like quarterly. Like, can we put that on the schedule?
Her schedule be hectic.
Like we have January. Let's see, February, March. We gotta have you back here in April for the spring.
We gotta work on it.
And then April, May.
I love it.
June. And then we have you here again in July, and then October, and then again November. Like we really need to have you here.
But at least I got something to go on, because it is the beginning of the year, and it's not too late to set, to start these things.
Yeah.
And not be overwhelmed, like you said. The 3 thing. I promise you, Dr. Hardy, I'm really gonna do that. I'm really gonna do that because I'm not, and that's what I do. Overwhelm myself.
Change.
I don't want to do that.
That's right.
I want to. Everything in 3s.
Everything is 3s.
Set goals, no comparison.
Yes.
Everything must change.
Yes.
And see, we talked about this before the show too, but consistency is key.
Oh,
we talked about that.
Yes.
Consistency is key.
Because back in the day, 3 Blind Mice, 3 Stooges, 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that was before your time. That was my time.
No, that's not.
And you notice how everything they have it in
Absolutely.
3s, right? Even when preachers preach, they have the introductory, the main, and then the conclusion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. I love when you're here.
When did you learn that? Today?
What?
Like everything.
Today years old.
Today years old.
I was today years old. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I love when you're here. Yes, it was set goals. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, and remember that everything must change. Our DJ Sassy is watching from home right now.
Yeah, she said. She should tell her we have a new client for her.
Yeah, she'll be in the studio with us next week.
And she did the whole.
Tell I miss her.
Yes.
Yes. So she will be here, and then shout out, of course, to DJ KT The Voice, who was ill this evening.
I love you, Dr. Hardy.
Hopefully she'll be back in 2 weeks. Dr. Hardy, love when you hear. I'm
about to be a client.
I miss when Dr. Hardy is sitting here and all of the funny and foolishness we would get into. I'll be like, Dr. Hardy, don't look through my phone.
I know. Are you serious?
I think about that many days.
Are you serious?
And I'll be like, Dr. Hardy, look at this picture. Don't scroll to the left. Don't scroll to the right. Because you might see some things you don't want to
Oh my God.
But we had fun. We had a lot of fun.
So
with
can I give my telephone number?
Please.
do.
Everything.
How can they find
Everything.
You? How can everybody reach
Give
you?
everything out.
Yes. I'm on the website, www.drcherylhardy.net. My telephone number is 908-764-6560. I have been blessed since I've been doing a lot of public speaking to have I am booked actually until April.
Oh.
So I have another. I'm in the office on Saturdays from 9 to 4 in Irvington, 50 Union Avenue, and I just secured a place in Montclair. 105 Grove Street.
So are you taking new clients?
I'm taking new
You are
clients.
taking new clients.
But right now it's on Sundays.
Our
Physical therapists on Grove, yes.
Our mental
Therapists is
Yeah,
on
all
Grove,
right,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
It might be the same building.
Yeah. Because I saw something like you were. Are you on something about Sundays?
Yeah, I'm starting to do Sundays.
I'll be watching you. So just to know, I do. So starting February, you're doing
So
Sundays.
that's good news.
That is great news. That is great news. Because I can start my week. Seriously, I can start my week. I need to. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, you put her in there.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I already put www.drcherylhardy.net.
.net.
Thank you.
So it's
Thank
already
you.
in here for
Thank
everybody
you.
who, if you need help, if you need assistance, if you need grief counseling, if you need regular counseling, if you need couples counseling,
Couples counseling
if
as
you
well.
need
Okay.
whatever it is that you stand in need of, she is available to you. Please reach out to her.
Yes.
And please get the help that you need, because just as we talked about during the show, as Black people, as African Americans living in a post-traumatic stress society, we all need help. We all need to talk. We all need communication. And that's one of the things that we talk about here on the show, is the fact that we have to at least start the conversation.
Yes.
You have to start the conversation in order to heal. And that's what it is that we try to do here. And that's what it is that you do for a living.
Daily.
So thank you.
Mental health healer.
Yes.
Thank you daily for doing that. For everybody that tuned in today, we love you guys for watching.
Thank you.
We love you guys for listening. We love you guys for being here with us every single week from 7 until 8:30 every single Tuesday right here on BKS1 Radio. We have some great announcements, some great events that are going to be coming up for you guys that we're going to let you guys know next week. Make sure you stay tuned and make sure you come back with us next week, because we have Do It All Dupree Kelly, who is going to be in the studio from Lords of the Underground before they go off on tour in February. So make sure you guys are here with us. DJ KT The Voice, we pray that you feel better.
Please.
DJ Sassy, we will see you guys next week. Queen B, anything else you need to say?
No.
All right.
No.
Thank you guys so much. Get your minds right.
Yes,
for
please.
2019. Get yourselves together. Let's do this right, everybody, and have a great, positive, and productive year. This is your girl, Chanel. This is
Queen B.
And this is what is it? What is it, Queen
Outstanding
women who help
heal.
That is the new and official title of the show. We're going to have some new branding for you guys coming very, very soon. Again, we love you guys, and we will see you guys soon.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane. And shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.